And the Hawks with a confident look as they go into the arena earlier on, looking for a win on the road. The bustling city of Portland, Oregon. This is the backdrop for our broadcast setting tonight. And thanks for joining us on this Christmas Eve alongside Greg Anthony and Steve Smith with David Aldridge on the sideline. This is Kevin Harlan. Now we get a chance to check out some stats for Robert Covington.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
And before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge on the sideline. David?
Hey, Kevin. Trae Young said when he was growing up, he was never a big leaper or a dunker. Truth be told, he said, I wasn't even considered a top guard in my recruiting class, but I worked relentlessly and played with a chip on my shoulder. I wanted to be considered among the great players. I wanted to belong. Kevin, he certainly belongs with the Hawks right now.
Thanks, D.A. The great fans and players alike are excited for tonight. This is just not another game on the schedule.
Clash of the Titans in this one. This will be a great test for both teams.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. They've got Young. Gallinari is out there with John Collins. Then it's Chris Dunn. And it's Capella in at the 5 roaming the paint. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony is out there with Nurkic, and it's Covington in at the small forward position. Anthony, the pass to Lillard. McCollum with the ball. Anthony left side. Over in the corner, Lillard. 6 on the shot clock. Uh-oh! Uh-oh!
He went. That was nice. Don't let his height fool you. Lillard can rise up with the best of it.
Gallinari on the wing. Back to Dunn. From deep. That shot off the mark. And it's Portland the other way. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
Yeah, I think they prepared to face more defensive pressure in that one. Didn't happen, and boy, they just rolled.
They came in focused and ready to play, and despite facing little resistance, they never pulled back.
And we've seen Lillard hit that shot before. He has no fear when it comes to the deep 3.
Young dishes to Dunn. Ball's knocked loose. McCollum with the ball. He's picked up by Collins. Here's Lillard. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Lillard's got 7.
Tremendous effort getting the steal, then getting the ball up the court.
You know what? We see this time and time again. Turnovers lead to a break, and then points at the other end.
Here's Young, following the score by Damian Lillard. To halt the run, and it's laid up and in by Young.
Scouting report is be physical with Trae Young, and every night he finds ways to still make plays.
Now here's Lillard. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Brooklyn.
And he showed again why he is such a sensational playmaker. Some of the plays he made were just remarkable.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Gallinari wide open. Misses the 3. Trailblazers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game.
And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up.
Here's Young after the basket by Jusuf Nurkic. Hawks passing it around. Basket counts. Young's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
I like that. Collins playing under control, reading the floor. Nice setup there.
Carmelo Anthony was out of the NBA for about a year, calendar-wise. Greg, were you surprised it took him so long to get a look and get back in the NBA?
Kevin, I wasn't shocked, but absolutely I was surprised. I mean, it was always going to take the right fit for Melo and the right team. And in this case, it was the Blazers. But Melo showed he has legs left in the league and can still be a positive.
Young, no good. Trailblazers leading by 7. And now running up the court, Lillard pushing it up. Stolen by Collins. Here's Young. He had 22 points in the win against Sacramento.
And his passing also off the charts in that game. In just about every aspect of their offense, he was dialed in.
And the second season for Trae Young, just unreal. Pulling off amazing performances at such a young age. Greg, just how good do you think he can be?
You know, Kevin, Young will be viewed as a top point guard in this league for a long time. When it's all said and done, might be one of the best point guards in league history. Certainly is on his way to being one of the best shooters to ever play.
The first free throw is good.
And the amount of pressure that Trae Young puts on a defense is staggering. He's either carving you up with his passing or hitting you with that jump shot.
You know, Trae Young is the type of player that could lead this league in scoring and in assists. And also possibly could do it in the same season. For a youngster, he sees a lot of double teams. It's impressive how he handles it.
Now, here's Lillard. 9 points in the game so far. Pass to Nurkic.
A physical big. Nurkic embracing, going up and attracting the contact when he's trying to score.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And on the season, he's just a shade under 80 from the line. I'll bet he'd like to get that up over that mark.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good. Nurkic. Greg, at the beginning of every season, we love to see players that have worked on something during the offseason that they now have added to their game in the new season.
No doubt about it, Kevin. You know, the work doesn't end when the season ends. If you're trying to improve your skill set or if you're trying to just put on muscle, that kind of stuff needs to be done during the break. You need to have an assessment in the right after the season. Hey, where can I get better? And then you spend the offseason on that challenge.
Season never really ends. And Young kicks to Dunn. With the teardrop. Out left to the wing. Here's Lillard. Banked in off the glass. Lillard's got 11.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Now Young. He's got 6. Dishes to Dunn. That's in, coming off the assist from Young.
Strength, focus, hard head approach. Chris Dunn powering through contact.
Young against Lillard. It's McCollum on the wing. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to.
And he makes the first.
And when you think of McCollum, the word efficient comes to mind. This guy just shoots the ball and plays the game at a high level.
And so McCollum nails both of them. The Hawks trail by 9. Now here's Dunn. He's coming off a 16-point game against Sacramento.
And there really was a physical aspect of his performance that was off the charts. He was taking it right at him, and he just kept getting those calls and getting to the line.
Here is Lillard, following the three-pointer by Trae Young. Lillard, the pass to Carmelo. And the rejection by Collins.
Right there, the length of Collins proving to be the difference. Not in my house, he says.
Trailblazers leading by 4. And here's McCollum. He had 10 points in the win against Brooklyn. Kicks it out to Lillard. Shot clock at 5. Inside leaner, and the basket by McCollum.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Dunn looking over the floor. Fires from deep. The offensive rebound. Capella with the bucket.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Now here's McCollum. Very solid contribution from him as he averages over 20 points a game. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Young against Lillard. Gallinari right side. Here's Capella. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
The closer Capella is, the more effective he becomes, showing off the nice touch there.
Lillard dishes to McCollum. Left side Covington. Passes it to Carmelo. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Boy, both teams racking up the points to start this game.
And you wonder how long they can keep it going. At some point, you expect the defense will adjust.
The Hawks trail by 6. Young with the ball. He's got 9. And yes, it's good. Young's got 11.
They're still behind, but not because of his efforts. He's been unbelievable this quarter.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
And you look at Robert Covington, first team all defense in 2018, the kind of versatile stopper that every team in the league could use.
Both teams will make substitutions. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now. These, the new power rankings, they tell a great story. You look at the Hawks. They're locked in again at that 3rd spot. Not a bad place to be.
And when you look at Portland, they're just right now outperforming those preseason predictions. And that's because they're getting help from some unlikely sources.
Here's Trent. 14 points from him the last game against Brooklyn. Lillard, the pass to Trent. Good defensive work there by Young. And Covington, maybe not a star, but he's a winning player. We've seen him.
And the perfect example of that 3-and-D role player, can guard 4 or 5 positions and can definitely sling it from outside.
And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Here's Lillard. Second chance shot, Cantor. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
Close games can boil down to who makes plays on defense, and that is one heck of a rejection right there.
DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for the Hawks. Here's Cantor. 14 points from him the last game against Brooklyn.
And it wasn't just the points. He brought hustle. He brought energy. And he brought it on the glass.
Tries again. Atlanta with the rebound. This, of course, the first opportunity to play Portland this season.
A matchup that only happens twice a year. These interconference battles can be a lot of fun.
The balance between East and West after years of being dominated by the West is starting to even out some.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oof. That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are two guys that still are very reliable.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line. And so Hood will bring it up for the Trailblazers. It's a three-point game. Lillard outside. To the left side wing. Here's Trent. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Trailblazers have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4.
Shoot two.
And the first one drops. And so he hits both.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
The Hawks trail by 5. Rondo passes to Fernando. The dish to Bogdanovich. To the middle. Here's Okongwu. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Pass to Giles. Here's Lillard. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Somebody came to play tonight. 6 out of his first 7.
Atlanta's gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. The pass to Bogdanovich. In the corner, it's Hunter. Off target with his 3.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Here's Trent. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, quick thinking wins Dame assist. Finds the open man and the ball instantly there for the finish.
The Trailblazers have been perfect so far from the free throw line. 6 for 6. Trae Young, he's checked in for Bogdanovich.
One shot. Yeah, and early on doing a really nice job at the free throw line.
The Hawks trail by 8. Okongwu, the pass to Fernando. Young outside. Kicks to Hunter. 4 on the shot clock. Over Hood. Here's Fernando. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
At the end of the day, when the ball goes up, there's no substitute for effort.
Rondo against Lillard. Pass to Trent. Over Young. Trent can't hit.
And all quarter long, it's been the same story. Inconsistent with his offense.
Rondo against Lillard. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
2 of Rondo's greatest assets. Very strong for his size and very comfortable operating in the paint.
Lillard attacking. It's blocked, and they get it back. Second shot opportunity. The shot's good from Cantor. And the Trailblazers lead by 6.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Reason why: lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
Now, here is Young. He's got 11. He kicks it to Hunter. Got a piece of it.
Rodney has those long arms. He can block your shot. A tenacious defender.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
So reliable. They've really leaned on him at the offensive end.
Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Jones is checked in.
What's up?
And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league. And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
Down low, here's Cantor. Rebound, Atlanta. Fernando's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Young left side. Passes it to Fernando. Outside Rondo. And there's Okongwu. That's good on the assist by Rondo. Now just a 5-point Portland lead. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Trent. 5 points in the game. Lillard surveying the D. Hunter, the pass to Young. Over Cantor. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
That is situational basketball. It takes a good understanding and good execution.
And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for Portland. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. We'll return shortly. Well, before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He credits his upbringing when it comes to developing his leadership skills.
I think it comes from being in a big family. You know, as a kid, I would go to my grandmother's house, and I had a bunch of older cousins, a few younger cousins, boys and girls, and we had to make sure everybody ate. We had to make sure everybody was comfortable, everybody felt safe.
And that's the kind of support, Greg, he gives his teammates on and off the floor.
And, you know, guys naturally trust him. They believe in him, and he typically comes through when they need him.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. Guys, what stands out from the Blazers so far?
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
You know this, the team that dictates the pace typically rules the roost. We see that here early on.
Enes Kanter is out there with Giles. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then it's Jones. And it's Trent in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. It's a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, thanks very much, Kevin. Clint Capella is a 7-footer in track shoes. He said, I always try to have that pace. Whenever I sprint, I have an impact on the offense. I try to focus on that and keep my energy up. Guys, guards love big men who run the floor as hard as Capella. Back to you.
He is indeed, David, very athletic. Thanks.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Young passes to Hunter. Now Okongwu. He has 7. It's Young on the wing. Pass to Okongwu. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots over Lillard. Okongwu's shot is good. Okongwu's now got 9 points. Trailblazers leading by 5. Lillard the pass to Trent. Back to Lillard. And Lillard throws it down.
A guy who spaces the floor, but also willing to attack the rim. Lillard has confounded the defense all night.
The Hawks have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. And Young, here we go. Hunter, no one around him. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 3 assists in the game. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
Whew, that's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game, because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant, and
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
He's knocked down 3/4 of his foul shots this season, so he's right around 75%.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good. McCollum. And so he makes both from the line. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. They trail by 6. Covington against Gallinari. And the dunk by Capella.
And this is the chemistry Capella has with his guys. Exceptional at feeling when to go for alley-oops.
To the inside. Here's McCollum. Nurkic trying to get open. McCollum no good.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
Young. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
The charisma, the superhuman workload. Trae Young is built for stardom.
Now here's McCollum. 8 points for him. Now here's Nurkic. And he lays it straight in. Nurkic has got his 2nd bucket tonight.
And such a polished player near the basket. Nurkic feels comfortable taking those in-close shots.
And here's Young from the arc. It's hauled in by Trent. Trailblazers leading by 4. And the rejection by Collins. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Collins. And the Hawks making a change here. Bogdanovich is checked in. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. And that's a foul called on Gallinari. That is his first foul of the game. Hawks on D. 4-point game. That one goes. Count it. McCollum's got 4 points in the quarter.
never seems to shy away from playing in attack mode. McCollum likes to keep the pressure on the D.
Hawks have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Dunn kicks to Collins. Outside, Bogdanovich. Just 5 to shoot, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one's on Anthony. The Hawks have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
And the first one at the line is good. And so Bogdanovich nails both of them. Trailblazers leading by 4. Trent passes to McCollum. To the paint. Rebound by the Hawks. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Yeah, and in that game, you see how they built out this roster, acquiring role players who can step up when needed.
And a strong bench gives you the flexibility to bring someone in and exploit a certain matchup.
Here's McCollum after the made shot from John Collins. And here's McCollum. 10 points for him. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. McCollum's got 12 in the game. The Hawks trail by 4.
Well, John Collins has the potential to be a star for this team. Continues to be a powerhouse on the offensive end. He can attack from inside as well as outside.
Trailblazers have gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. Covington with it. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Puts it up. It's hauled in by Clint Capella.
And Collins said so himself. He believes he'll be a max contract player when he hits free agency.
You know what, GA? I love the confidence from him. And you look year to year, his numbers are improving at an unbelievable rate. He just might get that max contract.
All the officials are all over that one.
Atlanta shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. And he makes the first. Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in 2 different settings.
Yeah, I mean, 2 very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you and me to get the NBA back in Vancouver. I miss
and
going
Seattle,
to
right? Let's get back in both those cities.
Exactly. Here's Dunn. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. He dishes it to Bogdanovich. That's tipped and stolen by Hood. Anthony kicks to McCullough.
Beasting on defense. First he closes out hard on the shooter, then he attacks the glass. Filthy.
And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Gallinari.
Even though he does a lot of spot-up shooting, Gallinari can put the ball on the floor and create for himself.
Now here's McCollum. He's got 12. Here's Nurkic. And it's John Collins with the rebound. Collins has got 6 rebounds in the game. Dunn up top. Covered by Hood. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic. Now, Chris Dunn, a part of that Zach LaVine trade a few years ago. You know, GA, what's interesting about Dunn is he actually played a lot of small forward last season.
How about that? Drafted 5th overall back in 2016 as a point guard. He's only about 6'3", but very strong and has long arms and plays with great toughness. Just another example of how small ball is affecting every front court position.
To me, Chris Dunn has all the tools to be really good. Has to cut down on the turnovers and has to keep working on that jump shot.
Now here's McCollum. Back to Hood. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 3 assists tonight.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Trailing by 2, and that game will be game 2 of 5 out on the road. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Now Hood, his last outing with 20 points. The pass to McCollum. There's the feed to Nurkic. Takes it out to Covington. A 3-pointer off the mark. Atlanta's gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Now here's Dunn. He's got 8. Knocked loose. Taken away by Anthony. Hood drives in. Outside, Covington sinks the 3-pointer. And the Trailblazers lead by 3.
Does so much for his team's spacing. Opponents have to respect Covington's deep ball.
Pass to Bogdanovich. Clock at 6. Gallinari outside. Here's Capella. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And it's Portland the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's Anthony. Rebounded by the Hawks. Capella's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Collins. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Well, when you play as hard as Collins does, you're going to get to the foul line.
The Hawks have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. The first one falls.
And if only they could get to the line every trip down the floor. They've been nearly flawless on their free throws here in the second quarter.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Giles checked in for Nurkic. Cantor comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And Jones subbed in for Robert Covington. Then for the Hawks, Bruno Fernando's checked in for Clint Capella. Hunter comes in for Gallinari. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Dunn. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
Well, it's a players' league, but certainly coaching has its place.
Yeah, if that weren't the case, you wouldn't see so many coaching changes in the offseason.
Portland leading. And here's McCollum. He's got 12. Inside, Cantor, and Cantor throws it down.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
And so it's Atlanta with it. Rondo with it. Lobbed up there for Collins.
My goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful. Portland's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Pass to Cantor. And Jones has it in the corner. Offline with his three. And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
And a year ago, he was an 80% shooter at the line, so that's more than acceptable.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead.
He's in attack mode, drawing contact now, getting to the line, something he didn't do at all in the first quarter.
Damian Lillard's checked in for C.J. McCollum. That one is no good.
And you can see that even though he ties the game up, disappointed he couldn't give him the lead.
And he's able to get it back. Good work there as it goes. Hood's got 4 points now in the quarter. For Atlanta, they've gone 8 of 15 since we began the second quarter. Excellent shooting. Bogdanovich against Lillard. To the left wing. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Shot clock at 6.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. Yeah, looking for offense inside as they try to chip away at this lead here in the second.
The Trailblazers haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Okongwu comes in for John Collins. Young is subbed in for Bogdanovich.
Wearing the number 0 for a reason. Damian Lillard has it on his back for his city, Oakland. Just the latest star from the town.
Now, here's Hunter. Right now averaging about 5 points a game. And the shot goes in. Young's got 17.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
Here's Hood. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Down low. Lillard with the bucket. Lillard's got 23 points.
Unselfish play by Hood. Could take it himself, but finds the open man.
Here's Young. 1:02 left in the first half. From deep three-point range, the rebound by Giles. Giles has got 5 rebounds tonight. And Jones has it in the corner. Lillard outside. Kicks it out to Jones. Cantor trying to free himself up. Nope, not that time. Nothing for 2 from the field. Pass to Young. Here's Fernando. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Enes Kanter.
We're having a lot of success from the line here in the second quarter.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. No good on the free throw. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Trent's checked in, and a switch here also for Atlanta. Gallinari, he's checked in for DeAndre Hunter. And he's good on the second. There's 25 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Young against Lillard. 12 seconds left here in the second. 5 to shoot. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And no stopping Lillard. Excellent at staying in control no matter what the D throws at him.
This is his third trip to the free throw line.
One shot.
Throw good, Damian Lillard. 5 seconds left now here in the second. From deep, a nice shot by Young. Young's got 20.
He's calm, he's confident. Young has that it factor.
And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for Portland. He's up to 26 points in the game now, just keeps pouring in the buckets. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Terry Stotts. Coach, it's a hard game so far. Going into the second half, what will you tell your team?
We just got to compete. You know, keep competing, trust each other, and make plays.
All right, Coach, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, welcome back. Ernie Johnson alongside the Jet. That's Kenny Smith. The Diesel, that's Shaquille O'Neal. A lot of big-time action so far in this one. Leading the way at the start, it was Damian Lillard. He ended up with 26 points, 3 assists, and 1 rebound. What did you think about Portland, Kenny?
They obviously came in wanting to push the action. And so far, so good. They're looking to get easy transition baskets because the other team is not getting back on.
And Shaq, what'd you see from Atlanta?
Well, their D wasn't a disaster, but they can improve on it. They lacked energy out there and giving up a lot of good shots. They got to defend with more passion in the second half.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Checking out the group for Lloyd Pierce to start the second half. Clint Capella is out there with John Collins. Then there's Gallinari, and it's Young, and it's Dunn in at the 2 spot. Here's Lillard, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Almost unstoppable on the drive. Lillard's talent for ball handling, letting him just cut through the defense.
The Hawks trail by 6. Young inside. Covered by Lillard. Shot by Collins, no good. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Trailblazers. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
And for a long time, Atlanta had been searching for a legitimate center. Seems like they found their guy in Clint Capella.
Yes, and Clint Capella is limited offensively, but that's not his job. What Clint Capella does do, he does very well. He's a terrific rebounder, and he will have a lot of room to finish at the rim, as he does with power.
Some solid defense from Gallinari. Atlanta's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Now the pass to Dunn. Kicks to Capella. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. They get the rebound. Outside Collins. Knocks down the three ball. Collins has got 10.
Known for his play in and around the post, Collins can also get it done shooting jumpers off the catch.
McCollum feeling it out a bit. Lillard finds Nurkic. Good work defensively by Capella.
Only 1 for 4 in this half. Sometimes it's execution. Sometimes the shots just don't go down.
The Trailblazers have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. It's McCollum on the wing. Dunn covering. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
And he's all over that shot. Has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gallinari. Here's McCollum.
One thing scouts knew about Chris Dunn coming in, he can guard both on the ball and in help situations.
Nurkic with the block. McCollum with the ball. He's picked up by Collins, and he gets the bucket. And the Trailblazers lead by 2.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Young against Lillard. Good again. He's on tonight. 9 for 13 shooting.
When you have a slick ball handler like Trae Young, you can run pick and roll as much as you like.
McCollum dishes to Lillard. Oh, McCollum in position. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Young. That's in. Coming off an assist from Dunn. Young's got the lead up to 2 now for Atlanta.
What I like is when Chris Dunn keeps his poise, keeps his eyes up, good things happen.
That's a 2 from Lillard. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Lillard's got 30 points.
You just love how reliable he is night in and night out. His offense is there.
And Young kicks to Gallinari. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's McCollum. It's hauled in by Dunn.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
Atlanta's gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Up top, Capella. 8 points for him. Anthony against Collins. 5 on the clock. Yep, it counts. Gallinari's got his 2nd basket of the night.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Here's McCollum. 12 points for him. Lillard outside. Left side, Covington. Wide open. Rebounded by the Hawks. Collins has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Here's Dunn. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
For a lead guard, Dunn's the perfect storm inside. Long, strong, and athletic.
The free throw drops in for Dunn. Enes Kanter's checked in for Anthony. And a change for the Hawks. Bogdanovich is checked in. Trailblazers trail by 4. Now McCollum. Outside, Covington. Over in the corner, Lillard. 6 on the shot clock. The 3. And Covington with the basket on the assist by Lillard. Covington's got 6.
And stays ready and reacts quickly. Covington is an ideal catch-and-shoot scoring option.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Dishes it to Collins. Young against Lillard. A floater, and scoring with the play inside is Young. Young's got 26 points.
Man, I'll tell you, when you get your floater game going, it's a tremendous weapon.
Young against Lillard. Here's Cantor. And it's McCollum in the corner. And Capella sends it back.
Quick off the floor, has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation.
Young passes to Capella. Young against Lillard. Shoots the 3. Tries again. Capella. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Young against Lillard. Pass to Nurkic. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 5 assists tonight.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
The Hawks leading. Dunn passes to Collins. There's the dish to Young. Bogdanovich wide open. His 3-pointers off the mark.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. Okongwu's checked in for Atlanta. To the middle. It's stolen by Capella. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
That's his 4th foul of the evening. He needs to be careful now. Pick and choose where to be aggressive.
Rodney Hood's checked in for the Trailblazers. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Rajon Rondo's checked in for Trae Young. Now here's Rondo. And stolen by Hood. Here's Trent, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Clint Capella. He is 3 for 3 from the free throw line. No good on that one. And it's tied up with that one.
He is definitely disappointed. He couldn't put his team up in front, but at least he knotted this one up.
Rondo passes to Okongwu. And Bogdanovich kicks to Capella. To the paint. The Hawks working the ball around. Good on the shot. 12 points for Clint Capella.
You see what Dunn can do when he's playing under control. That's an excellent pass.
Passes to Trent. Feeds it to Cantor. Makes it off the glass. Cantor's got 6.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
Rondo passes to Capella. With some arc. Nurkic with the block. And now here comes Jones leading the break. They now take the lead. Jones has got his first 2 points of the night.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
The Hawks trailing. A three from Bogdanovich. Pulled in by the Trailblazers. Cantor's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Nurkic. And Capella sends it back. Fast break, the Hawks. Dunn's running. And Rajon Rondo, the basket on the assist from Dunn. Dunn's got 5 assists in the game. Portland's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown.
And last season for Capella wasn't that easy. Had his year cut short to injury, never got the chance to suit up with his new team in the Hawks.
Here's Dunn, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Drawing fouls, something Chris Dunn did a great job of in college. Nice to see him doing it at the pro level.
And with Capella and the Hawks, both are excited for this season.
And on paper, Capella seems like a great fit. Can finish inside, pairs well with John Collins and Trae Young, and Capella could be the difference maker to get this team back in the playoffs.
The free throw drops in for Dunn. Lillard's checked in for the Trailblazers. Bruno Fernando's checked in for the Hawks. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
You know he wanted to knock down all his shots at the line, but he still did enough to put them in front.
And it's Rondo with the ball for the Hawks. They lead by 1. Bogdanovich dishes to Dunn. Floats one. Great D that time from Nurkic. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
Hawks shooting at 51%. Really solid. Dunn. Rebound by the Trailblazers. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And when Lillard sees an opening, he takes full advantage. Skilled at drawing contact.
He's got free throw attempts number 4 and 5 here.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. John Collins, he's checked in for Bruno Fernando. Young is subbed in for Dunn. And both free throws good for Damian Lillard. Here's Atlanta. It's a 1-point game. Okongwu, the pass to Collins. Lays it up and banks it in. That's 12 points for John Collins.
Attacking the teeth of that defense. This is where Collins makes his living.
Out to the right wing. Here's Trent. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 6 assists now in the game. Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
One of the best young lob men in the business, John Collins, finished with an exclamation point.
Over to the left wing. Here's Trent, defended by Young. Trent gets the bucket. Trent's got 13.
And after really leaning on that 3-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
The Hawks shooting the ball at 46% success rate since the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Young from outside. That shot no good. And it's Portland the other way. We've got 1:08 left to play in the 3rd. Lillard the pass to Cantor. The shot's good. Now it's a 4-point Trailblazer lead.
And that's just all muscle there. Cantor is solid at fighting his way through whatever the D throws at him.
Here's the Hawks with the ball. Pass to Young. Over Trent. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Nurkic trying to get open and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You know, Dame loves to test the defense like that, runs up against it, and then outworks them.
Nice work at the line so far, going 5 for 5. The first free throw is good, and Portland making a change here. Anthony's checked in, and a change for the Hawks. Gallinari, he's checked in for Bogdan Bogdanovic. No free throws good from Lillard. There's 42 seconds left in the third. Young left side, and Gallinari throws it down.
Even though he's an elite scoring talent, Young finds ways to involve his teammates.
Young against Lillard. Anthony right side. Here's Trent. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Collins. He's had 5 chances at the line, gone 4 for 5.
And all you need to do is see his free throw percentage, guys. 90 for the season to know what kind of year he's having.
First one falls for him. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. There's 18 seconds left to play here in the third. A steal. Here's the lob to Lillard.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Up again. And Collins is right there. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Terry Stotts had some advice for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
We're getting stops after that start. We've been getting stops, all right? Play with confidence, like Dave said. Be strong with the ball and be ready to make plays.
Urging his team to stay after it, Greg, on defense.
And that's how they're going to win this game, with confidence and assertiveness on D.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Anthony out there with Hood. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Trent in at the shooting guard. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Now, here is Young. He kicks to Rondo. Throws it up high, and Okongwu slams it in.
One of the more instinctive passers over the last decade, Rondo quickly locates the open man.
Out to the right wing. And a wide open look for Hood. That three off the mark.
Trying to finish out the game strong, you have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball.
Rondo's shot is off. Portland leading by 6. Baseline J on the way. That's tipped. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Lillard against Young. And he's good on the 3-ball. Young's got 29.
Yeah, that's a great shot. Third 3 of the game for him, first in this half.
Lillard attacking. Lays it up off the glass.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
The Hawks trail by 5. Outside Collins. And the pass to Gallinari. Offensive rebound. Okongwu. Chalk up 2 there. Okongwu's now got 4 points now in the quarter.
Salvage the possession. He's a terrific offensive rebounder.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear Terry Stotts talk to his team during that timeout. He wants them to maintain their balanced attack, but he told them they're doing a great job of finding space out on the perimeter, which has led to all those good shots. He likes the rhythm and the flow of this offense. He just told them, keep shooting it with confidence. Kevin?
Second chance effort. Here's Anthony. And it's John Collins with the rebound. Collins has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. The Hawks trail by 3. And Rajon Rondo, the basket on the assist from Young. Young's got his 7th assist here tonight. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Lillard against Rondo. And Lillard gets double teamed. Trying to find Covington. Gets it to him. Cantor trying to free himself up. Covington with the bucket. And the Trailblazers lead by 3. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. And here's Young. Young is doubled and stolen by Lillard. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And a quick look at how Atlanta's schedule shaping up. On Saturday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. Then on Monday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns.
And for the matchup with the Lakers, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
That free throw good from Lillard. Good on both. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Lillard against Young to the right side. Here's Collins. That one off the back iron and out. Trailblazers leading by 5. Nobody near Lillard. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Lillard's got 45 points.
That's his second three-pointer of the night. 1 in each half. Trying to keep the defense honest.
For Atlanta, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Young for 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
Trying to shoot himself out of his slump. and it's not going well.
Here's Covington, and he can't extend the lead to double digits.
His inability to make shots has not brought this team down. That shows you their resourcefulness.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for Atlanta. Chris Dunn comes in for Rajon Rondo. And Gallinari kicks to Young. Outside Collins to stop the run. And it's rebounded by Covington. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Here's Anthony. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Collins.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
That free throw good from Anthony. And the new G League Pro Team, Smitty, signed a number of 5-star high school basketball players. How do you think this is going to impact the college game?
Well, I think it's going to impact it, Kevin. You miss out on those stars for sure. But I think you'll get more guys that'll play 2, 3, 4 years in college, which will give college basketball more consistency.
Both free throws good from Anthony. The Hawks trail by 10. Dunn outside. Young outside. Gallinari in the corner. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Lillard against Young. Lillard outside. Pass to McCollum. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Clint Capella.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
He misses the free throw. Nurkic checked in for Anthony. And he sinks the second. And so Young will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. They trail by 9 points. And the layup is good. Young's got 11 points here in just the second half.
He has gotten into a terrific groove here, trying to wheel his team back into this.
Back to McCollum, over Dunn, and there's McCollum. That's good on the assist by Lillard. And the Trailblazers lead by 9. The Hawks have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. Young passes to Gallinari. Beyond the arc, and Trae Young gets the 3. Young's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for Atlanta. Young against Lillard. To the inside. Cantor kicks to Lillard. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Lillard's got 47 points.
These are big buckets. He's been instrumental in helping them try to close out this game.
The Hawks trail by 8. And Young, here we go. That one drops for him.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Lillard with it. Passes it to McCollum. Back to Lillard. Down low. Here's Nurkic. And no good. But close on that one, so he'll shoot 2. that one on Collins.
You know, it took Nurkic a while to kind of establish himself as a starting center in the NBA, but it didn't take long to see it's a role he deserves.
First free throw is good. So he gets them both. The Hawks trail by 8. Bounce pass Young. Collins wide open. He fires. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. McCollum dishes to Cantor. Pass to Nurkic. Outside Covington. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. And the Trailblazers lead by 8.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
And here is Dunn after the three-pointer from Robert Covington. Dunn attacking. Covington against Capella. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
And he knocks down the first one. He's perfect from the line this time. The Hawks trail by 10. Young taking his time here. Gallinari in the corner. That's in, coming off the assist from Young.
That's a beautiful play call. Gallinari's dangerous off the catch because it allows him to get his shot in rhythm.
Outside Covington. There's the pass to McCollum. The tray. Atlanta with the rebound. Capella's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Dunn passes to Collins. In Atlanta again with the bucket.
Every season, Collins has a few games where he puts up huge numbers. This is one of those nights.
And no good on the shot. Trying to follow through after the contact, but he'll shoot 2 at the line instead. And the first one drops. And both free throws good for Covington.
It's interesting. No free throw attempts for him in the first half. He's finally pushing the action and reaping the reward.
Atlanta calls timeout. And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor. And these timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Trae Young.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. 8-point game. Collins kicks to Dunn. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
Challenging the heart of the defense. Dunn will break you down if you don't stay connected to him.
Trailblazers leading by 6. Lillard dishes to McCollum. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Nice touch there from McCollum. Looking comfortable and confident from that range.
Here's Young. Pass to Gallinari. Off target with his 3.
And yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
Lillard bounce pass. Covington passes to Lillard. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Throw good, Damian Lillard.
Yeah, love the attitude he's playing with here in the second half. Going strong to the hoop and getting to the free throw line.
And Portland making a change here. Anthony's checked in. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Now Young. Some solid defense from Lillard. Trailblazers leading by 10. He dishes it to Carmelo.
Very surprising. He gets the ball where he wants it in a decent matchup.
And Young kicks to Gallinari. Hawks for the new shot clock.
Yeah, just nice hustle there. That work gets them the extra possession. That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Working hard, beating everyone to the ball. He does this night in and night out.
Now here's Lillard from deep three-point range, from beyond the arc, and then some. Lillard's got 52 points.
That's one of the reasons Lillard is out there. He gives you that deep threat.
Young with no one around, trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Portland's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%, 7 of 13 on threes. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Collins. Hawks on D. They trail by 11. Now, here's Lillard. Just 5 on the clock. Gallinari on the wing. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
You know, if you get the ball to the right guy in the right spot, more often than not, you're coming away with points.
Now, here's Dunn. Robert Covington unable to get his last shot to go. A minute 20 left to play here in the fourth. Dishes it to Carmelo. Back to Covington. And the dunk by Covington.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for Portland.
And guys, the fast break was run, I thought, beautifully all night by these guys. I think that was a big part of their success.
Yeah, they definitely ran the break well. A big advantage in that category, and they continually put pressure on the defense.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Damian Lillard.
Shouldering the load for them all night offensively. He came in focused, ready to go, and he delivered.
Atlanta making a switch here. Bruno Fernando's checked in for John Collins. Reddish comes in for Gallinari. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Dunn. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Trae Young. Both free throws good from Anthony. And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Atlanta Hawks. 15-point game. Over in the corner, Reddish. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That free throw good from Anthony. He hits both from the stripe. And here's Rondo. Pass to Fernando. To the paint. Here's Reddish. And he can't stop the run as he misses. Here's Simons. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Damian, this team is on a roll and finding ways to win. What would you say about how you're playing?
I mean, it just shows growth. Our team is getting better every day. In practice, we play close attention in film, and I think we've just been locked in over this whole win streak, and we've been able to transfer it to the games.
I know you want to keep it going, man, so congrats on the W. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Steve Smith, Craig Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. And we'll see you next time.